I'm Daniel Minty, a cognitive behavioral therapist, teacher, and writer. Low intensity CBT, abbreviated LICBT, is a global movement to increase access to mental health care by training laypeople to deliver quality care for pennies on the dollar that such care often costs. The movement began in Britain 20 years ago and has since spread to countries around the world. 2 years ago this month, the first ever North American LICBT training program launched in California's Pomona Valley. A partnership between Uncommon Good, a local nonprofit, and All Things CBT, an online global training community. The program provided 40 hours of training to 20 Latinx immigrant women. None of the trainees had college degrees, and few of them had had the opportunity to ever complete high school. The lead trainer on the project was Mexico City's Dr. Victoria Chicarel, a psychologist certified by the Feeling Good Institute in Mountain View, California. Upon completing the training, the students, known now as community health promotoras, began meeting with clients from their community who were seeking help for anxiety, stress, or depression. Many studies have found treatment outcomes for LICBT programming to be on par with those achieved by traditional providers with advanced degrees and professional licenses. Last year, Uncommon Good hired a third-party expert, Georgetown University's Dr. Julie Staples, to measure outcomes for the promotora's first cohort of clients. Dr. Staples oversaw a collection of clients' pre- and post-treatment mood scores using two widely accepted instruments, the Depression, Anxiety, and Stress Scale, or DOS-21, and the Warwick-Edinburgh Mental Well-Being Scale. Both instruments were administered to clients before their first and after their last LICBT session. Dr. Staples then analyzed this data and submitted her report last month. Let's look together at 4 telltale graphs of this data. Here we see overall DOS-21 results. Blue bars represent mood pre-treatment and orange bars post-treatment. Depression was reduced 66% from 7.1 points to 2.4. Anxiety was reduced 82% from 7.7 points to 1.4. And stress was reduced 69% from 9.8 points to 3.0. These 3 graphs map symptom severity pre-treatment to post. Pre-treatment, 25% of participants were in the normal range for depression, anxiety, and stress. In other words, their levels of depression, anxiety, and stress were similar to people in the general population. Post-treatment, 75% were in the normal range for depression, 80% were in the normal range for anxiety, and 85% were in the normal range for stress. All changes were both statistically significant, meaning it's unlikely that they were due to chance, and clinically meaningful, meaning they accompanied a felt experience of increased wellness. The program produced as well statistically and clinically significant improvements in well-being following the last LICBT session. According to the Warwick-Edinburgh Manual, a 3-point change correlates with clinically significant improvement. The change in the LICBT program was 13.6 points, indicating a very large improvement. At the end of their sessions, clients had scores comparable to people with high perceived health status, income, and good employment. How do these outcomes compare with other CBT treatment programs? Dr. Staples located a total of 3 recent CBT outcome studies that utilized the DOS-21 and treated clients with similar baseline levels of depression, anxiety, and stress. This table compares the LICBT program results with results from these 3 studies. The higher the score, the greater the improvement. Bear in mind, the comparison programs were delivered by therapists with advanced degrees and professional licenses. Clearly, the LICBT results were, across the board, far superior to other CBT studies in the published literature. In fact, Dr. Staples reports she's not seen this level of DOS-21 improvement in more than 20 years of researching outcomes for CBT and mind-body programs. The program had an auspicious start to the new year with receipt of its 3rd grant, a $35,000 reward from the LB Charitable Foundation. These funds will support Dr. Chickarell's weekly supervision of the current promotoras and her launch of a second 40-hour training program for a new cohort of students later this year. Thank you for watching and for your interest in low-intensity CBT. You may view the complete report at the following link.